The question might come today, whose side are you on? And it might be a difficult one to answer because both of these squads love to don their black and gold. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Army Black Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Black Knights will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Demon Deacons offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's open.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense comes out 1st down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Punt is on its way. Fair catch called for and made. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Got a man. It's Mays. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Snap it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Finish it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Black Knights will try to pick it up on fourth down. Finds a little space. Turning on the Jets. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it here on third and goal. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Gets open down the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Vick. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle. It's Vick. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Grab behind the line. It's Hernandez. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And as he throws, he's got the tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Black Knights will hustle to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hernandez. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And after that, best thing you can do, run it away. Here comes the special teams. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They boot it away. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Offense in an empty set. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Allegacy Stadium.
The Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Howard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Ball's at the 27, this offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Black Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll work his way down to the 28. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Carney. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, wait. Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's caught. It's Howard. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so
breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down here for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Hernandez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down coming up. Hand off from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move. Past the sticks and still on his feet.
man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy.
Touchdown, Demon Deacons! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And when you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sims. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rides the back on the option to give. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vick. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Vick. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running into the open space. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They boot it away on fourth down. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your seats.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On third and short, the power run here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The short hands, it's Howard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's got it. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.